Okay.
authorities, first
So
responders.
so you called it Oasis. So how did you come up with the idea?
Well, when baby Fern died, who didn't live like so far from me, it made me think of like all these things about things being cool and how to prevent them. And then it came to me.
So how did you come up with the idea? What kind of inspired you to make it other than you said, and this is a baby in your neighborhood?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I mean, it seems kind of like a complicated process. So you must have a good mind for inventions.
Mhm.
So can you go into a little bit of the details about how it works?
Well, it basically has like a special device that helps cool the air and extract the air from the air in the atmosphere, making it really colder, and then it blows it on the baby.
Okay, so kind of like a miniature air conditioner, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, and then it calls emergency responders as well. That's so cool. That's really neat. I've never heard of anything like that. So, Bishop 4, Dad, how does it make you feel to see him inventing stuff like this?
Well, really proud, and just the idea of him thinking about helping others through inventions, because he's got a ton of great ideas. But this one, it just when he first told me about it, I knew that we had to do everything we could to to help him get this out to the public, because it happens way too often. Kids, getting
Yeah,
left in cars, and this year it's unfortunately there's been several in Texas and really around the world. It happens as well, especially in warmer climates. So we're just proud of him, and we're just trying to do what we can to support him.
yeah, that's really neat. So, were you the one who pushed him kind of to get a patent for it and all
Yeah,
of
well,
that?
so here's the backstory: is when he first came to me with the idea. Well, I worked for Toyota, and so he asked me if my company could build it, because he knew, obviously, working for a car company, and this had to do with cars. And so I knew if I was going to ask people at Toyota if they would, get behind the idea, that I needed a patent first. So that's really when I got the ball rolling on that, and
Okay.
um, and so that's how it all started. And I'm glad we did, because we had no idea that it would become this popular around the world. And so, with that many people researching it and having their eyes on it, we definitely wanted to to start the patent process. And now we're just waiting to hear back from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office about getting the patent issued.
Okay, how long does that usually take? Do you know?
It can take a while, so they have a calendar year to respond to us,
Okay.
and so that's where we are right now. So we're about 2 months into that calendar year, so we should hear back by next summer,
Okay. Neat. Neat.
hopefully.
So, young Bishop, how did you know to go to your dad and tell him that you wanted Toyota to make it? Because I
Because
feel like a lot of
Toyota,
kids come up with ideas like this and they don't know how to get it in, get it actually made.
well, first of all, Toyota is like a really big company. And my
Mhm.
dad works for that company, so that was kind of like a boost because they really got the word out that could for other people that could help me. He also like reached out to some people as well.
Right. Neat. So what's the next step in getting all of this created? So that you hear back from the patent office, what do you do next?
You do like work on the manufacturing stage,
Okay.
work with them when they're ready.
So as far as the manufacturing stage goes, does Toyota do that or do you make a prototype first? How does that work? Do you know all about the invention process? I'm sure you do by now.
Like I already like did like the prototype and we've all like plus like I've seen it like on a piece of paper like all other patents would.
Okay.
And
Oh, you guys just disappeared. Oh, there you
yeah, runs at like 20%.
go.
And like so like after that we gotta work with the manufacturing. manufacturers, which I don't know a lot about that stage, but I'll learn about it. And then it should be manufactured and sold. Yeah, now we got a selection.
Okay, so sold to consumers?
Yes.
So we're actually working with Miami-Dade College School of Business on the marketing plan. So they voluntarily reached out to us, and it's part of their class project in their School of Business. They're working with us on putting together a marketing strategy, a business plan, website, and then also helping us with when it comes time, sort of a package for if we need further investors to help us as we move into the manufacturing phase. So right now we're putting the infrastructure in place to be able to do that, but we can't do too much until the patent is issued. But we're thankful that people have reached out, like Miami-Dade College, and are helping.
That's really neat. That's so cool that they reached out to you. So young Bishop, what do you want to do when you grow up? You're already inventing at age 11. What's next for you?
I want to be an inventor and an actor. That's it.
An inventor and an actor. That's very cool.
My life goals. I want to do 2 things.
Do you have any other inventions coming down the pipeline? Any other things that you've thought of?
Yeah, I have like 2 more, and I don't really want to explain them because I don't want them getting stolen.
Of course.
Or anything. No.
So, all right. So you're smart with your inventions as well. Smart with your ideas. Good.
Yes.
So do you want to make more inventions that help people like this?
Also,
go ahead.
Okay. Also, I want to make cool things, kind of like a hoverboard, instead of the one with wheels, but an actual hoverboard.
Neat. That would be super cool. So how does it feel knowing that you've made something that might help save lives?
I feel awesome. I never even know it would get this far.
Yeah, your GoFundMe page is really cool.
Yeah, that was I made twice the amount I was going for.
That's great. Neat. Do you have any things that you want people to know about you or your invention? Any last words for the people, for your fans?
I like to be asked very random questions. That's about it.
Okay.
I like to be asked very random questions. That's it.
You like very random questions?
Yes.
Okay. That wasn't random enough? Your last words for people?
Yeah, that's my last words.
Okay. Bishop Senior, do you have anything you want people to know about, about kids who are doing this kind of stuff, or anything in particular?
Well, yeah. So a lot of parents have reached, talked to them and said, well, how is your kid so smart? I honestly think every kid has, this internal genius, and as adults, we just have to listen in environments and, around the right people for them to either get those ideas out or build the confidence to tell somebody about their ideas. So that's my whole thing about it, is just to, listen to your kids, whether you're a mentor, whether you have kids of your own, when they have great ideas, a zillion of them. Right. And, this is the one with it we felt like we could run with. So you kind of got to pace yourself. You can't, I got to go to work. Right. So I can't help you with every idea, but
right.
The great ones you have to. So that's our encouragement. And then also we're hopeful that the publicity here, especially in the summertime, will remind parents just to be extra careful.
Yeah, that's really great. Well, thank you for talking to me. That's definitely a very positive message. So we'll make sure and try and get that out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to me.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.